Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I have the long-awaited review of my Celine mini Cabas Tote. So if you guys are interested, then just keep watching. So let me just give you the general overview first. So this is the front of the bag. You can see that it says Celine in white, kind of like color blocking against the dark brown canvas. This is what the side looks like. There's nothing on the back. And then this is the bottom. You can see that there's nothing. It's literally just Triomphe Canvas. I actually initially thought that the leather trim on the top would actually be on the bottom, but it's not. And then it does come with a strap as well. This strap is detachable. So to take the strap off, it's essentially this kind of push button closure. If you guys have ever seen the Palm Springs Mini, or if you own the Palm Springs Mini backpack, it's essentially the same type of closure, except this one is a lot harder to get in and out of. So I personally don't like to take the strap off on this just because it's a little too much work. And if anything, I really like wearing this crossbody, but I do know a lot of people like to use these little shopper totes just as is. Like Lisa from BLACKPINK obviously inspired me to get this, and she always uses it just, you know, very stylish, just as a shopper tote as opposed to a crossbody. But I personally love crossbody, so I don't even mind that I can't take this off. I mean, I can take it off, I'm just really lazy to do so. So yeah, just a small little detail right here. The little belt loop right here actually does say Celine in an embossed, which is really cute. And then obviously it is with the Triomphe Canvas. And then the handles are actually glazed. So apparently one of my subscribers, shout out to Melu if you're watching, hello, she actually messaged me to tell me this because I actually didn't know, because I took this baby out when it was raining the other day, and I was so afraid that I was gonna damage it like I did to my Alma BB. And she actually told me that her Celine essay says that the treated leather on this is called chrome tanning, so it should be essentially waterproof. I mean, I don't recommend obviously having it pouring rain and just putting it out there, but I guess it's more impervious, so to speak, to water damage. So that's actually really nice. And I did take it out in the rain a little bit, obviously again not pouring out, but it was raining, and then I actually have no water spots or anything like that, so that's really good. And then the inside of this bag is just like vacant space. There's no pocket, no zipper, no nothing. It's literally just kind of a just put everything inside. So yeah. And then I actually thought for this video I'll actually measure it for you guys just to see. Alrighty, so in terms of height, this is about, I'm gonna just round up, it's about 20 centimeters in height, and then width across it's about 16.5 centimeters, and then even the width on the side as well, about 5.5 to almost 6 centimeters across right over here. And then let me measure the strap length as well. Alrighty, so the full length of the strap is going to be about 98 centimeters, and then in terms of the drop length, so the drop length, if you guys don't know, it's going to be basically from the top of the strap all the way to the bottom, just so people know if you're taller or shorter how it's going to fall on your body. So the drop length is 50 centimeters is going to be the drop length. Oh, and then I guess another quick little measurement, the drop length of the handles. So it's going to be about 9.5 centimeters from the top of the handle to the bottom, just in terms of height, if anyone is curious about measurements. So yeah, so obviously, like I said before, I do have this bag in the Triomphe Canvas with basically the brown treated leather. They do have this available in all black, and then they also have this available in the canvas with the kind of cream color, and it has the brown trim. I was actually trying that one on and I really liked it, but it's just, I felt like I wouldn't be able to use that every day. One, the major reason why I didn't choose that one is because since it was canvas, I could just imagine it getting dirty and I can't clean it. That was my main concern. If I got water, or if it just got dirty from just constant use of putting it down, I couldn't just wipe it off. Or even if this is dirty, you can't even tell it's dirty because of the color, whereas the other one, if I got it dirty, you can totally tell. The black one, my essay told me, was that the black one sells out the most, which I could surely imagine because black goes with everything. The one key difference in terms of aesthetic is that this one doesn't say Paris on the bottom, whereas the white one and I believe the black one do say Paris on the bottom. So that's actually really cute. I wish it said Paris, but it's okay. I still think this looks really nice. Alrighty, so let me just show you what fits. I feel like that was the main concern people had by not being able to see it in the store. So you can already tell that this is bigger than the Louis Vuitton Vuitton Petite Sac Plat. So let me show you what I can or cannot fit in here. So the number one SLG that everyone was asking me was whether or not the mini pochette from LV could fit in here. So let me just show you this like this. So we're gonna try it both ways just so you guys can know. So of course this can fit in here vertically, but can it fit horizontally? So it totally does fit horizontally. You would just have to angle it just because of the handles right here, but it could totally fit like this. But I personally like to put it vertically, so I'm just gonna do it like that. And then I'm gonna put hand sanitizer. So basically I'm just gonna keep stuffing this until it gets full. Honestly though, if I'm using this bag, I don't use my mini pochette just because it's just kind of, I don't know, I feel like it takes up too much space. So I have my phone, I have my car keys, AirPods, some like credit card charms, and then card holder. And then I have a little oil that I like to carry with me. It's because my hands get really dry. And then I have my AirPod Pros as well. Alrighty, so let me just show you. So you are able to fit everything. You can see my 2 AirPods, my keys, the pochette, my phone. So this is just kind of the bare essentials. And of course you can fit in a mask. Like a mask takes absolutely 0 space. And there actually still is space to put on top if you really are one of those people that likes to fill your bag to the brim. Do you see how the pochette is right here? So you still have about an inch of space left that you could actually still fill this to the top. So this actually does carry a good amount, but like I said, I personally don't like to carry my mini pochette in this bag just because it's too much of a hassle, you know, because this is already a little bag, so I don't want a little bag inside of another little bag. But I can just take out all the stuff that's in here. But you could already see that I could just pop this in here and I still have room. Like I can put a lotion in here. Alrighty, so I just grabbed this Aesop body cream just to show you that you can fit this in as well. So you see that? So this bag is small, but it actually can carry a lot. I think especially because there's no pockets in here, that it's literally just kind of an empty cavity where you can just keep stuffing things inside. But for all of you asking, so the mini pochette can fit in horizontally, but I prefer to do it vertically, or I just prefer not to use an SLG this big. But yeah, so that's in the what fits in it category. Alrighty, so the main reason why I bought this bag, well, one, it's because I love Triomphe Canvas right now. I'm really obsessed with it. After I got my Boston bag, I realized that I love my Boston bag so much, but because it's so big, I'm not able to use it all the time with ease. Like if I'm just popping in to go to the grocery store or just to run a few small errands or maybe the post office or something, I don't want to carry my huge Boston bag. I love that bag. I think it's great. If they came out with a medium size, well, like a smaller size in between their super tiny one and a little bit smaller than the original one, I feel like that would be a perfect everyday bag size. Again, like I said, I was just obsessed with the Triomphe Canvas and I really wanted a small bag with the Triomphe Canvas because it's just so cute and the price point is really good as well. Oh, if I didn't mention too, so the price point for this is $1,250 before tax. So what really made me pull the trigger to buy this as soon as I did, because I wasn't planning on buying this so soon, but then my SA told me that their Triomphe Canvas collection is going to get a price increase soon. She doesn't know when exactly, but she knows a price increase is coming. So that's what made me really just like bite the bullet and just get it. The main bags that I was debating between was the mini Cabas Tote, the Folco bag, and the Ava bag. So the reason why I decided on getting the tote is, one, I actually don't have any bag in my collection that's similar in shape or style to this. So I really do like the Ava bag. I watched a lot of reviews on it and I just love the entire vibe of it. It's very 90s, like, but a modern take on it. However, the Ava bag is very similar to my Louis Vuitton, oh, I'm gonna say this wrong, so I used to think it was a pochette accessoire, but I was corrected, Nagona bag. I'll put the proper name right here, but I thought it was a little too similar. I mean, of course extremely different, but still similar in the sense of it's a very short shoulder bag. So I didn't want to get that one. I mean, I want the Ava bag, but I didn't need it right now. The reason why I didn't get the Folco bag is just because, I don't know, I have so many crossbodies. I know essentially this could be a crossbody, of course, but this is more of a tote bag if anything. And again, the style, whereas the Falco bag is round, it's very cute and very similar to the Louis Vuitton Tamarine bag, which I actually used to want, being honest with you, but then there are a couple qualms with that bag which made me not want to get it. But anyways, that's beside the point. So that's why I ended up getting this one. And then I was debating between this size, and so this is the mini Cabas Tote, or the small size. So the small size is the one that Lisa uses to travel with. Rihanna also uses that bag to travel with as well. Yes, Rihanna. So that's why I was debating. I tried on both of these and the small size was just too big. So I could totally see that being somebody's carry-on bag. You know, when you guys travel, especially to Asia too, and you end up buying all the, what is it called, the duty-free stuff, that's the type of bag that it looked like in the bigger size. Like, it kind of looked like a giant nice duty-free bag, but not in a bad way, because again, this is a like shopper's tote essentially. Just like I know that the sac plat, the original size, is what really made it really big, and the petite sac plat is kind of the newer modern take on it, because everything is tiny nowadays, you know. I did like the smaller size, but I don't need another travel bag, if that makes sense, because one, I have my Dior book tote in like the small size, but it's pretty big, and then I also have my Boston bag as well. So I really didn't need another big bag. I wanted something small, something that I could just wear every day to pop in, that I don't really have to carry about. Basically, this is kind of like my Nano Speedy 2.0. Actually, let me grab the Nano Speedy really quick just so you guys can kind of compare sizes and just coloring and stuff. Hold on. Alrighty, so this is the mini Cabas Tote and this is the Nano Speedy. So you can just see in terms of height, this one is probably what, about maybe 2.5 inches taller. But obviously the base is different. You can see the length is a little bit different as well. And then also the length of the handles. And you can even just see the coloring too. I personally love this chocolatey brown color. You guys know the new 21P, everybody's been talking about it, how can you not know? But the Chanel super caramel 21P 19 bag, or even the flap like that, oh my god, that caramel color, I honestly feel like the straps or the leather on this bag is very similar to that caramel color, whereas this is the shade of normal vachetta. I mean, mine is patinaed slightly, but in general it's actually still pretty light. You can definitely see the color difference. I feel like even if this hits max patina, it will never ever, unless it's like dirty, it will never ever hit this like beautiful golden honey color. So I personally don't know if this is gonna get darker or not with time. I'm not sure. I'm gonna assume no, just because it has that chrome tanning, something like that. I'm so sorry, I don't know the exact vernacular to it. I honestly feel like if you have the Nano Speedy, you don't need this bag. Genuinely, I know that they're very different, and I do know that they make a mini Boston bag, but I heard that the mini Celine Boston bag can't even fit your phone. Like, it's way smaller than the Nano Speedy, and the Nano Speedy is already pretty small. But again, like I said, if you guys own the Nano Speedy already, I personally wouldn't get this, just because, I mean, if you really like mini bags, go for it, but I'm just speaking in terms of if you kind of want to expand your collection and make it, I don't know, more eclectic, so to speak. I would maybe get a different, but you really like the Celine canvas, I would maybe get either the Ava bag or the Falco bag, just because I feel like the purpose for these two bags are very similar. And if you're buying on a purely practical level, like not in a collector standpoint, then if you already own the Nano Speedy, I don't feel like you need this bag, just because to me they serve the same purpose. Except this one I feel like is a little bit more carefree. I could actually get in and out of this a lot easier than I can with this, because obviously this does have the zipper. So finally, the pros and cons. So a pro of this is obviously the treated leather, so I don't have to worry about this in the rain, as opposed to, let's say, Louis Vuitton Vachetta. Because of the Triomphe Canvas, it's essentially like waterproof. Like, if I spilled something on this, I feel like I could just wipe it off and everything would be fine. Another pro is, to me, the size of this. Because of the size of this, you can put a decent amount in here. The colors of it, I feel like it will literally match with everything, because the Triomphe Canvas is so dark, where it's like borderline dark brown black, and then it has the little bit of light, whereas opposed to, do you see the shade difference? So Triomphe Canvas is a lot darker than monogram. So you can just see monogram is truly a brown, whereas this is kind of like a black brown, which I actually really like. I feel like if anything, this makes it a more neutral piece. And a pro for this as well is definitely the price point. I feel like the price point is extremely reasonable, 1,250. So one con that I was saying before is that to change the straps, it is a little bit difficult. You have to put a good amount of force to really take it off and detach it, but it's not that big of a deal, honestly. The one thing that I want you to take notice, do you see how they're like touching each other? So this is super small, but this is just a very small detail, so it is somewhat inconvenient to get in and out of. And I just say somewhat because it just means that obviously it's easier if you have handles that fall down here, so then literally the only top half is exposed. Of course, that totally makes sense. Just like, for example, this. Obviously, if the Nano Speedy always stayed like this, you would obviously have to exert more effort to split it and then get into the bag, but it makes it easier by the fact that the straps fall down. Just like the petite sac plat, the straps do fall down, which makes it easier to get in and out of. So you just have to get used to it by having to like open this, but then after you open this, you can rummage through it relatively easy because it's so much bigger. So you do have to just get used to the fact that when you want to grab something, you have to open it, and then do you see how like they're so stuck together? So you do have to open it and then kind of like go through it. So I feel like that's just something you kind of get used to. But I mean, the main reason why I didn't get the petite sac plat is just for the size and the price point. I feel like it was a little much. It's a really small bag, the petite sac plat, and I felt like I can get my money's worth with this one. I can fit way more. I mean, essentially they serve the same purpose. It's just kind of like a quick grab and go bag. I carry a little bit more, especially during the pandemic. I always need to have hand sanitizer on me, so it's like if you can't fit like lip, hand sani, my phone, or my wallet, I just feel like that would be a no-go for me. But in general, this has just been my go-to bag. Even if I use another bag in the morning, if I go to the grocery store at night or something, I always grab this. Alrighty guys, so we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any further questions about the mini vertical Cabas tote, just leave them down in the comments and I'll be sure to answer you guys. As always, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps support my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.